Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We all from before, and we are here to present about OD in Nestle management. And now, my friend Jose will continue with introduction.
So, my name is Mohammad Uzair Mughal, and I'll start with the introduction. I'll start with the background of the organization. So, basically, Nestle is a Swiss multinational food and drink processing corporation, which is located in its headquarters located in Waadt, Switzerland. It is one of the world's largest food processing company, measured by its revenues and other metrics since 2014. Nestle has been ranked on number 64 on the Fortune Global 500 in 2017 and number 23 on 2016 edition of the Forbes. Nestle produces many products, and its products includes baby food, medical food, bottled water, breakfast cereals, coffee, tea, confectionery, dairy products, and so on. It has over 2 million and 31,000 people employed all over the world in its corporation. And Nestle has its presence in more than 81 countries at the globe with around 522 factory outlets. Nestle produces over 700 of renovated or innovated in the past 5 years with willingness in mind. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, these are some of the products of Nestle which Nestle makes, and there are some sub companies itself in Nestle, as you can see over here as Nescafe, Finis, Maggie, and all the. These are the baby companies of the mother company Nestle. Okay, next slide, please.
All right. So now, hi everyone, my name is Lomation, and now I'm going to present about the factors affecting organizational development. So change is inevitable in the life of an organization. In today's business world, most of the organizations are facing a dynamic and changing business environment in order to compete effectively in the market. So Nestle is no different from any other organizations. They have to face with two sources of pressure in favor of change from external and internal. Now let's see about the external factors that require changes for Nestle organizations are technology, politics, and economy. Nestle is the world's largest food and beverage manufacturer. So they have to update themselves with the latest technology available in the market. Nestle has put in great effort in e-commerce and digital platform. So Nestle joined forces with Shopee Malaysia as part of its continuous expansion into the e-commerce space. Nestle is the first adopters of e-commerce among the food and beverage player in Malaysia, and it has more than 700 unique products available on the e-commerce platform, including all the Milo, Maggi, Nescafe, Lactogro that cater to consumer of every age of group. Next is about the politics. Since Nestle operates in more than 190 countries, any shift in regulatory environments can massively impact the operations. So Nestle has to abide by the changing of food standards and regulations in every country, because each country has its own set of regulations. If not, they will be cut off and the products won't be purchasable in the country. So third is about the growth of Nestle heavily depends on economy. Nestle as a multinational firm is easily impacted by the strength of foreign exchange rates and prices. For example, in 2018, the profits changed from 7.6 billion to 10 billion because due to the United States market and the Chinese market and selling off its confectionery business. Alright, so now we talk about the internal factor that triggered the change in Nestle corporate culture and workforce. Nestle deliver strong innovations in their products. Innovation is the first pillar of their corporate strategy with nutrition, health, and wellness as their core value. So Nestle is focused on innovating and launching new products like the Maggi Pedas Gila, as well as the new KitKat Green Tea, Nestum Kuma, and also the opening of Nespresso boutique in the Garden Mall, Mid Valley City. So these all new products business model have enabled the Nestle to set a solid base for growth in the second half of the year. So the last one is about the workforce. Nestle require that every employee has a Agile mindset. always need to follow the trend to fulfill the customer needs, health, wellness, and nutrition needs from their products. So Nestle will keep training their employee, updating the latest knowledge and information about the Nestle, and their employee feedbacks are always welcoming. Yeah, so that's all from my part. I will pass to the next presenter, Cindy.
Now I will explain the OT process in Nestle. The main issue in entering and contracting is experience. Although, according to the manager, the experience of manager and employee included in the process is important, as 70% of the experience is running through the job, 20% learn from the line manager and mentor and their feedback, 10% from classroom learning. If the employee's experience is limited, this will increase the difficulty in identify and analyze the problem. So next slide. Nestle has conducted the change process and innovation in the way they work. In this case, the manager has used two examples to explain the OT process. The first one is the global procurement hub in Malaysia. It's a key to enhance the procurement strategy. So as a key Asian market for Nestle, Malaysia was selected to host one of the group's 3 global procurement hubs known as Nestle. They will source require ingredients, materials, and service from around the world to supply the needs of over 100 countries globally. They will also provide a wide range of service, including the management of global procurement for specific raw materials, such as cocoa and coffee, packaging materials, service, other procurement-related support for all markets. So a talented team of around 130 employees have been employed in the Malaysia hubs to oversee and conduct procurement activities. So the second example is the Nestle Business Excellence. Nestle has come up a company-wide project, Nestle Business Excellence, to restructure and redefine Zone Europe and Zone Asia, Oceania, and Africa in the way they conduct their business. The purpose of this project is providing fuel for growth in form of funds that can be invested for the products to compete in IR 4.0 and win in the marketplace. It also focuses on employees spending their energy on driving the business and avoid non-value activities. The technology includes in this project business analytics, e-commerce, and social media to help the growth of market share and provide the support in making better decisions. The project outcome targeted goal include can increase the time and effectiveness, speed and agility, quality and compliance, cost efficiency, and employee engagement. So next slide. For the group and individual level, the example was used is the team who responsible in procurement hubs. The employee should understand their duty is to oversee and conduct procurement activities for Nestle markets across the globe. So the employees will be divided and responsible for different tasks according to their expertise, skills, and experience. They will work together, participate in decision making, and make sure that they are motivated in doing their job to increase team effectiveness. So the methods used to collect data. In Nestle, they have a people analytic team who is responsible to prepare external and internal data for the manager to analyze and interpret data. The methods they use is questionnaires and surveys, for example, to know the experience of employees on the changes. They also partner with various Tower, Watson, and Mercer who help to expand the survey. They also use quantitative tools such as descriptive statistics to analyze data. Sometimes the people analytic teams also use qualitative tools to provide insight for manager. For example, for human resource department, they will use Power BI as a tool for generate reports. The issue associated with the data feedback. According to the interview, employees may not understand the question in the survey. if the questions are too long and distrust from the employees. The manager mentioned that it is important to use the simple words in constructing the questions and avoid to use jargon and keep it short. Shorter surveys generally have higher response rate and lower abandonment among survey respondents. So identify the objective of the question might increase the accuracy of the results also. That's all from me. The Chan Cheng will continue with HR intervention, OD intervention.
Hi, I'm going to present the OD intervention in Nestle. The types of OD intervention that used in Nestle Malaysia is 70-20-10 models of learning and development. That means that 70% is from experiential learning, means that their employees, means that 70% is based on the job training. They will communicate with the employees about their role clarity and make sure the employee understands their tasks. And by this 70% of the job training, the employee is get to learn, is en- is empowered to ask questions and tackle problems. After they solve the problems, they will get the knowledge and skills in to face the future challenge. And the 20% of learning is social. This 20% is from the mentoring and coaching. The Nestle Malaysia will have a senior level employee to lead a junior level employee. For example, when the junior level face the problem, the senior level employee will help them in solving the problems. And the 10% of learning is formal. This 10% learning is from the classroom training. And this classroom training is more focusing on leadership skills, work design, functional competency, and competency metrics to reduce the skill gaps of the employees. And the second one is how Nestle manage the OD intervention. The first one is on the job training. Nestle will have a cross-functional project that involve employees from different departments to group up to perform a particular project. For example, if Nestle have staff purchasing, when the Nestle have a staff purchasing event every year, they have a project to change the purchasing event to online shopping so that their employees can browse or shopping anywhere at every time. This online shopping project include employees from IT department, sales department, finance department, and human resource department. In this case, employees from different department can learn among each other when they doing this project. And the second one is Center of Competency, COC. Nestle Malaysia have a Center of Competency in KL that this this COC function is identify if there are any new training programs are suitable for Malaysia market. For example, the Nestle Switzerland will, when the Nestle Switzerland have a new training program, the COC will recommend the Nestle Malaysia to to get these training programs if they think that this training program is suitable with the Malaysian market. The third one is market exploration. Nestle Malaysia will send employees out to other countries or different market to gain experience. For example, if an employee is chosen for the function head of Milo, he or she needs to go different country to gain experience and data to know the needs and wants of a customer in different market. The third one is issues associated with audit intervention. Sometimes when we interview the head of audit department, she said that sometimes the line managers will refuse to release the employees from regular work to something else, like, for example, classroom training. And the second one is some mentor might have not enough time to mentor their mentees. And the third one is some of the training programs might not show tangible outcomes immediately. So these three might be the major issues when Nestle Malaysia try to go with the audit interventions. That's all for my part, and I will pass to Divinesh.
Thank you. And again, me, I'm Dinesh, and here to explain about the issue about 3 OD intervention. First of all, is evaluate experiential learning. This is can be issued because there is no simple right answer. This means many workers have several possible solutions, but not only the facilitator. This is because the solution comes from the experience and knowledge. To solve this issue, the employee began gathering data from each employee to achieve the possible result for the specific problem. And the second audio intervention issue is classroom training. Difficulties to know the views and opinions of all the employees since there are more than 6,000 employees in Nestle Mission. To overcome this issue, the Nestle established the evaluation form, which like a survey actually, to know whether the classroom training has been helpful or not for them. And last but not least is to evaluate coaching and mentoring activities can be crucial for Nestle. This is because determine what they really learn from the training. So they compare with the control group which is never never learn anything from the coaches, and the another group is who is learning from the coaches. So they will compare the outcome between these two groups. Next slide, please. And in this slide, I would like to explain about the process of brain-causing body intervention. The F of 5 thing, first of all, is socialization. Socialization is transformation of knowledge that concern attitude and desire. In Nestle, talent management process, which is sourcing, hiring, developing, retaining, and promoting, each established. This means that cultivate the knowledge in every process in talent management. Second one is commitment. Commitment is like normal commitment brings people to interference their behavior. In Nestle, the employees who are super talented and dedicated to Nestle have high chances to be the head of business in 5 years' time. So who are very committed in Nestle can be the largest job in Nestle. And the third one is reward. Reward is like let's say like remuneration. In Nestle, the employee design two types of reward, which is succession planning and low performance. Succession planning for the employee who perform well, and the low performance reward is those the employees who didn't perform well. This is why they give the reward for the low performance employees. It's for a motivation purpose. And number four is diffusion. Diffusion, the process strengthening changes from one system to another. In Nestle, they're using the 9-box grid. For example, transfer the employee from box 1, which is the employee with low potential and low performance, and move to box 6, which is the employee who's converted with high potential and high performance. This is the reason is the box 1 employees will improve their self, who is inspired by the box 9 employees. Last but not least is censoring and calibration. This is detecting and taking correction action. In Nestle, past 3 years, they reduced the errors in intervention by understanding the employee's feeling action. That's it for me. My friend will continue the conclusion part. Thank you.
Everybody can hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Because my connection is kind of bad. All right. My name is Mu'tasim Al-Junaidi. My matric number is 195012. I'll be talking about the conclusion of the presentation. We implemented the Lewin's change model as a conclusion. Lewin's change model contains 3 main steps, which is unfreezing, the change processes, and the refreezing. For the unfreezing, you should prepare the desired change. So Nestle should prepare what she needs to change in the company. For the process changing, we implemented or we suggested these 6 processes for the company, which will enhance the outlet. First of all, it's guiding employees for global expansion. Second is changes and evolution in procurement. The third one is strong communication practices. Fourth is innovating and launching new products, then sending employees abroad to gain knowledge, and lastly is technological, political, and economic changes, which will lead to their freezing step, which will solidifying the desired change by training and make it constantly. Lastly, we had to put our recommendations for the company, which is process consultation, diagnostic activity, and team building. That's all for us, and thank you.